Hey everybody, this is Patty. God calls me the Promise Coach. He wanted me to come on here real quick and just share with you something that he is speaking, something actually that he has done. And he shared it with me last week, but he wanted me to release it this week. And so the word of the Lord is God is saying to your enemies and to those in the world, hand it over. He's issued a decree, a judgment basically, and he's saying, hand it over. And he told me it's similar to a couple of things in scripture. So one of them is when he told the children of Israel to go to their masters in Egypt and ask them for their jewelry, for, all kinds of things that, God wanted to be transferred over to the children of Israel. So he reminded me of that point in scripture. And he also reminded me about when the children of Israel actually crossed over the Jordan, because we are in a crossover moment, and went into the promised land, and they began taking the land. For those nations similar to like Jericho and all of those Canaanites, all the ites, um, God had issued at that time, he told me, a judgment on those people. And his judgment was handed over, because it's time for the people of the world to hand over to the people of God what belongs to us, those things that God has promised to us. So just be on the lookout. He was telling me specifically to just make a plea to those who are kind of, you kind of prideful a little bit, in terms of being independent and not wanting help, not wanting people to give you anything. You may even have said something like, "Well, I don't accept charity." We're in a time and a season where it's not even about charity. It is about the promises of God coming forth. And he specifically was talking in regard to material things, financial things, tangible things that he's telling the people in the world to hand over to the people of God. So this is a wealth transfer moment that we're in. So that whole mindset of, I don't accept charity, I don't accept, people giving me things, please just set that aside for right now, because this is all about the kingdom and the work of the kingdom that God is going to cause to come forth. And he is going to have, it's just going to be some strange moments that may happen to some of us, whereby people come up to us and say, "I don't know why I'm doing this, but I feel like I'm supposed to give you this amount of money and this house and this car and X, Y, and Z." And this isn't about a name it and claim it kind of thing. This isn't anything like that. This is about a decree that the Most High God has issued to the world, where he has told them that it is time for them to hand over to the people of God the things that we're going to use to build up the kingdom and further the kingdom. So that's what God is doing in this season. So keep your eyes open and your ears open for people and situations where it's going to be non-believers, people who are going to come up to you and who are going to, come across your path in some way, shape, or form, and they're just going to want to give you certain things. They're going to want to give you, the job that you're not qualified for. They're going to want to give you, like I said, the money, the cars, the houses, the land. They're going to want to give you these things, and they're actually going to have a desire in their heart to give you these things based on the Lord having told them to give you these things. So God again has issued a hand it over to the world. It's for the people of God. It's for our good, so that we can further the kingdom and build it up and come into the promises that God has for us. That's it for today. I love you all. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to talk to you again soon. And don't forget, God always keeps his promises.